I feel like we all got a little carried away by all of these lethality or true damage builds. And we forgot to talk about this guy. Because this guy right here, the red side, you know, he has the blue side, which we all know about. But he also has the red side. It, right now is insanely strong. Insanely strong. Like, for this video, I played one game of Kayn. One game, and it was literally already more than enough for me to give you content about it. I can already play a good red Kayn. Like, I've already played him in the past, and I've played a lot of blue Kayn. But I have to say, you can feel a significant difference as opposed to the old red Kayn. And you feel the difference in the damage. And you know what's funny? They indirectly buffed his sustainability as well. Because they buffed the damage on his first ability, but his passive heals him up based on how much damage he does. So of course, now that he's going to do more damage with his first ability, he's going to heal up more as well. He is insane. Let me just say he's insane. So I'm going to talk about how to draft him and all of that. First, let me explain to you guys how to build red Kayn. I've seen a lot of people go for a Yumo's Ghostblade first and then red Kayn. And although it is good, like you'll have more damage, I personally prefer to go for this exact build pretty much every single game. The only situational item is the Spirit Visage. Of course, if they are full AD, you don't go Spirit Visage, right? You're gonna go for something else. But in any other game, this is essentially gonna be your build. Like Black Cleaver, Steric's Gauge, Death's Dance, and then you choose one of these two. Spirit Visage is just insane. Like you go Spirit Visage, and then after that you decide. You want even more damage, you go Mortal Reminder or Amaranth Twin Guard. I do recommend you to incorporate the Mortal Reminder in your build. It's essentially these items that are situational. Like Spirit Visage is just so good on Kayn. As long as the enemies have some magic damage, you're gonna ignore the Amaranth Twin Guard and just go Spirit Visage. If the enemies have a lot of HP, but not a lot of armor, you're gonna ignore the Mortal Reminder too. You're only gonna be... We're talking last item, by the way, right? Like, you already have 4 items. We're talking last item right here. Only if the enemies have, like, you know, Thorn Mails, they have the Randuin's Omens, the Frozen Hearts, all of them have armor boots. If it's something like that, you're gonna build the Mortal Reminder as your last item. Because up until this item, you are gonna have insane sustain, but the only thing you may struggle with is enemies that have a ton of armor. You're still gonna be able to do a lot of damage to them, because you do damage based on maximum health with red Kayn. But, like, that's where the Mortal Reminder comes in handy, because Black Cleaver plus Mortal Reminder, even if they have armor, you're gonna shred right through them. And now comes one of the most controversial items right here. I'm pretty sure like 90% of you guys is thinking about the Stoneplate enchantment. I'm saying no. You actually never go Stoneplate on red Kayn. Never. Never. You always go Stasis. But Hells, isn't Stasis meant for squishy champions? It is. But let me tell you why it works perfectly on red Kayn. You can engage first ability, second ability, and let's say the enemy is about to collapse on you. You engage on 5 people. You do first ability, second ability, you knock them up and you stasis. After your stasis, you're gonna have all of your abilities back, because the cooldowns are like 3 seconds. But during those 3 seconds, if you didn't have a stasis, they can actually kill you if they all collapse on you. Of course, you have your ultimate. So essentially, you go in, you ult, you go in again, you stasis, and you go in again. This is going to make you an absolute menace to deal with. They're never going to be able to kill you. Like, that's why stasis is pretty much always going to be your item of choice. And then for the boots, you go for plated steel caps or the mercury sweats, depending on, of course, if they have attack damage or magic damage. Now for the runes, you go Conqueror. You can stack it up very easily. Oh, by the way, you want to go Shimmering Spark first item. I almost forgot to talk about this. You want to go Shimmering Spark first. If you're against a lot of melee champions, just so you can stack up the red Kayn like as fast as you want. You can stack it hella fast. So yeah, for the runes you go for Conqueror. And here, so I've tried going for the precision tree, you know, not the resolve tree, sorry. And it's just, you know what, like nullifying orb, bone plating. This doesn't feel good. You know why? Because Kayn doesn't need a nullifying orb. Courage of the Colossus is also not the best. Of course, you can proc it with your second ability, but meh, it's useless early game. Bone plating, he doesn't need it. The only good one is Overgrowth. Which is why instead you're gonna go for the precision tree. Because Triumph, baby. Triumph. Oh, baby. Especially if you have a Spirit Visage, it's gonna heal you up like crazy in a team fight. You get those kills, you get those assists. It's already gonna be super hard for enemies to chunk you down. Let alone if you get some kills and assists and heal right back up. Here you go for Giant Slayer because you wanna pick Red Kayn into tanks. So every single game you pick Giant Slayer. Because like otherwise you're not playing Red Kayn. You know what I mean? Like otherwise it's much better to play Blue Kayn. And here you go for Legend Bloodline. Legend Tenacity, also playable if the enemies have CC. This is very good into the CC, of course. But otherwise, Bloodline, just to give you that bonus healing. Because you do a lot of damage, gives you even more Vampirism. And then here, you go for Overgrowth. Insane. You can also choose to go for Perseverance. If you're against like a Leona or something. Because Red Kayn destroys Leona. The only problem is, of course, the CC. So like, it's up to you to go for the Legend Tenacity or the Perseverance. If the enemies, like... If it's more about you being smooth in a fight and avoiding CC, you go for Overgrowth and then you go for Tenacity. But if it's more about you being afraid that the enemies are gonna kill you while you are stunned, that's when you go for the Perseverance. That's essentially the difference between the two runes. This one is more smooth fight because it gives you slow resistance as well. This one is more, I want to take as little damage as I can. Because Perseverance gives you less Tenacity. And it doesn't give you slow resist, but it gives you the armor and magic resist when you're immobilized. This one gives you more tenacity and it gives you slow resist, but of course it doesn't give you the armor and tenacity. So it's up to you which one you want to go for. And I explained to you guys right now which one could be good. And for the spells, of course, you go for Smite and Flash. So that is it about the build. Let's now get into the gameplay. So, I mean, when I saw the change, I already knew this was going to be broken. Oh, by the way, I bought new earphones and new headphones. Look, I'm back with the earphones. I'm much more comfortable making videos like this. It's funny, these earphones, I used to have almost the same ones. And I paid like 50 euros for them. My old earphones, these ones, I'm never going to throw them away, by the way. These ones, they broke, unfortunately. I bought them like 12 years ago. But unfortunately they broke, so I had to buy new ones. But I bought them for like 50 euros back in the days, and now I got these ones for like 10 euros. And same is both JBL. And I got this headphone as well. It's a wireless headphone. It was 140 euros. It's a good headphone. Here's the old one. The poor guy survived for like 8 years. I mean, look at what happened to it. It's really messed up. This headphone holds sentimental value to me as well, because the very first time I made money gaming, like it was when I played Vainglory. I won a I played in a tournament. I got paid like 700 euros, which was insane money when I was 15 years old. Because back then I was working as a dishwasher, earning 4 euros per hour. I immediately quit after that, by the way. But with that money, the first thing I bought was a present for my mom. And then the second thing I bought was this headphone. So like it holds very good sentimental value to me. Like this headphone, man. I was so proud of myself. I bought this headphone. You know, it was like one of the, not one of the most expensive, but to me it was like insane. Like I would never spend 130 euros for something back in those days. Because, you know, I was making like 50 euros per month. I would never. I would only spend like 1 euro, 150 in the supermarket just to eat some food. But, oh. So I will never throw it away. Never throwing away these earphones either. Because I got them when I was like, what, like 12 years old or something? Maybe even 11. I was very young when I think I was actually 13, so it's like 10 years ago, not 12 years ago. But why did you break? I do have to say, these ones were of course better, because like, that feels so much better, but I will get used to these ones, of course. I have to get used to them. Actually, can I take this one out and put this one in? Wait, give me a second. Like I'm taking off the head. Don't tell me it doesn't take off. Wait. It does take off, surely. It's like... whatever. I'll look at it next time. Alright. So, with Red Kayn, just like Blue Kayn, you do want to look for early fights. But you want to be a little bit more... you want to calculate it in a way that you want to get as many stacks as you can, and you want to try to avoid dying. It's mostly about that. Like, with Red Kayn, even Blue Kayn, it's not about getting as many kills early game or anything like that. Like right here, beautiful, right? Beautiful. It's mostly about like fighting the enemies. Like right here, I want to hit him. I'm gonna die here, but I just want to hit him as much as I can. Just so I at the very least die with a lot of red stacks. And I'm already halfway done, and that's because of the Shimmering Spark. If you don't have a Shimmering Spark, it's gonna take you way longer to unlock the red Kayn or the blue Kayn or whatever the hell you want to play Kayn. It's always going to take you long. Oh, by the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you give it a like. It really, really supports the channel a lot when you give it a like. I want to thank you guys so much for the recent support on the channel. It's been going super well. The channel is actually growing again. I have no idea how. There's a lot of new viewers. Welcome to everyone. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe, by the way, as well. You know, because there's actually more viewers are not subscribed than they are. You know, it's very interesting. Like when you look at the analytics. And now something that you can do for the giveaway. I am giving away 3 skins. And all you have to do to enter is put down a comment under the video. So, the ideal red Kayn game is you want to take long fights with the enemy jungler. Like at the Scuttle Crab, for example. The enemy Wukong shows up. Right, the Wukong jungle. You're gonna fight him. You're gonna fight and fight and fight. Even if you lose, you're gonna fight him like crazy. So like, if in the best case scenario, you can literally get your red Kayn right after that fight. It has happened to me. But like right here, look, I'm ganking again. This is so good. Because like this Leona is easy stacks for me. Look at how easy these stacks are. I even ult her just to get out even more damage. Nyla is a... I'm not sure. It's a melee champion or a range champion. It looks like she's range. Looks like she's melee actually. She gave me melee stacks, I think. But I got my Black Cleaver, which is really, really good, of course. I got my Black Cleaver. And now all I need to do is just one more fight. But it's easier said than done. Like you may be thinking I'm very, very close to the red Kayn. And I am. But sometimes it can be a little bit hard to get a proper fight. Like sometimes you genuinely have to just suicide in the game just to get your red Kayn. I've done that before too. So like let's say you're at 50% stacks and the dragon is spawning. Like right now, you know, the dragon is spawning. I really want my red Kayn. I cannot really suicide for it right now though. Because it's too late. But like I could have done it 4 minutes into the game. Just for example, dive the Garen. I don't even care about dying. Right here, I am like I'm looking for a dive. Look, I'm looking for a dive, but he runs away because he has vision. So instead, I don't have the red Kayn, so I do have to be a bit careful. I'm going for the Rift Herald. I'm just gonna try to get the Rift Herald. I don't want to contest the dragon. It's not necessary. It's fine if I get the Herald. Garen is coming though, but it should be fine with the set. I should have my red Kayn on. Yeah, I have my red Kayn unlocked. I hit the Garen a few times. Now I'm just gonna get the Herald. Probably gonna just put it in a lane and go back. I should just put it in mid lane and go back, or I'm actually instantly going back. That's also viable because as long as I put it before 7.5 minutes, it's fine because I would get the gold. When you upgrade the red Kayn, of course you sell your Shimmering Spark. And here is where the fun begins, guys. Here's where the fun begins. This is a heavy AD enemy. Only Echo is AP, but Echo is never going to kill a red Kayn. So I think this game I was going to go full armor. Like right here you see, I put down the Herald. Easy peasy Herald. Oh, there we go. Look at that damage, baby. I'm ulting him. I wanted to time it with him going back, but it seems like he's not stupid. He didn't fall for it. Like he could have gone back into his ult. I would have followed him, but he actually timed it perfectly in a way that he avoided the damage. And he ran away from me. So he actually, like, props to this Echo. Because if you were wondering why I didn't instantly ult, I wanted to follow him on his ult. But he actually anticipated that and timed his ultimate perfectly to avoid it. So, like, well played to this Echo. That was beautiful. So, you shouldn't be afraid of assassins. The only thing you should be afraid of when you're playing Red Kayn is like an ADC that has a Mortal Reminder. Or, for example, a Renekton with a Bladed Rune King. These are the types of things that can kill you. Like armor penetration, anti-healing, stuff like that. So like Mortal Reminder hard counters Red Kayn. You want to be very careful of enemies that have a Mortal Reminder. Like an Echo. Assassins are not really going to do much against you. As long as you have enough defense. Like what the hell is an Echo going to do to me? You know what I mean? Like what is an Echo going to do? Nothing. If he jumps on me, I'm just going to out-heal his damage by jumping right back on him. So like he doesn't counter you at all. Also, you're very good into stuff like Camille, because when Camille ults you, you're gonna be fine. Like you can just ult her back. When Zed ults you, you can ult him back if you really want to. When Garen ults, well, Garen is a different story. He can silence you and then ult you. When Fizz ults you, again, you can ult him back. It's like you should be fine against him. I'm looking for a fight right here, but it doesn't look like I can really do much there. I'm ignoring my Scuttle to go mid. It seems like my team doesn't want to defend the mid lane. Right here, I'm making the right call, because losing the mid lane turret would be horrible. I know I abandoned the Scuttle crap, but yeah, I want to go Scuttle again, but no one is in mid lane. So I very quickly want to take the Scuttle. I even smited it, because like, again, the mid lane is not being defended. Instead of attacking Nyla, I'm just trying to defend the mid. And yet again, I defended the turret, which is actually huge for us. Having that mid lane turret makes such a difference for your team. I can use my sweeper here. And because of the sweeper, I can see their blue buff is up. And now I'm taking the blue buff. Also, Red Kayn takes jungle very fast, by the way. Very, very fast. He takes it faster than Blue Kayn. So you can really take the jungle super duper fast. What I was doing here, I was potentially waiting to gank. Like if someone shows up, I wanted to gank. No one showed up, so I'm not wasting more time just taking the turret and then I go back. Yeah. So like it's a good strategy. I was waiting there in case the enemy showed up to try to defend the turret. I would have just gotten a free kill with the set. No one showed up, so I just took the turret together with him. I'm going for the Starrick's Cage second. This is my favorite item on Kayn. It's just so good. Like you get that bonus shield when you're low HP as well. It just buys you even more time to use your abilities. It's really all about that with Red Kayn. Like right here, look, as a Blue Kayn, you want to assassinate. As a Red Kayn, you want to dive balls deep in them. Like you want to go, like look, this is exactly how you want to play it. You want to go as far as you can. Like look at this. Even a Leona, you can just kill a Leona. I'm full HP. I want to remind you guys I'm full HP. I want to remind you guys, I'm literally full HP. I'm in trouble here, though. But I'm just going to try to keep fighting. The best thing you can do as a Red Kayn is keep fighting. Although, of course, sometimes you need to run away. A 1v3, you need to run away. But you want to keep fighting if it's like a full fight. Because I'm dead here, aren't I? Because you can heal up, sustain like crazy. Because if you run away, you're not fighting. You're not healing up. So most situations, it's going to be better for you to fight rather than running away. And now, of course, there are exceptions, like the last one, that team fight. Of course, I should have ran away, right? Of course, I should have ran away there. You can also use your third ability to run away through a wall or to engage through a wall. And another thing you can do with the third ability, in the middle of a team fight, you can just randomly use it in a wall just for the purpose of healing up. Like right here, I could use it in the wall just to heal up if I really want to. And it is good. Like, it's way better. Yeah, like right here, you see 148. It's not the best healing, but it's something. It's something. I always do it on Blue Kayn because the cooldown is super low on Blue Kayn. But Red Kayn, you can also do it. Right here, I could engage on it, try to steal it. Boom, boom. We actually did steal it. Not me, but whatever the hell that other champion is. Zeri. So your ultimate heals you up a lot as well. If you're very low HP, you can simply ult the enemy. And you know what the beauty of the ultimate is? Let me tell you the absolute beauty of the ultimate. If the enemy's applied anti-heal to you, anti-heal runs out in like 3 seconds. Your ultimate's duration is also like 2.5 seconds. So if they applied anti-heal, you avoid taking damage for like 1 second and you ult. Your ult is gonna heal you up like the full HP. It's gonna heal you fully. The anti-heal won't affect it. But if you have to remain in the enemies for the maximum duration for this to work. It's a very, very cool little trick if you want to really maximize your healing with your ultimate. Don't do it instantly with the Red Kayn. You like go into the enemy and just stay in the enemies, and then full duration you go out, because then most of the times you're gonna heal up fully, unless they ignited you right before you ult. It's not gonna work, of course, because then you're gonna be ignited during your ult, but otherwise you can easily avoid anti-heal with your ultimate. And your ultimate is your main healing, by the way. Your ultimate heals you like crazy. It literally heals you almost to full HP. It's ridiculous, from like 0 to 100%. I want to say though, this game is not perfect, but that's exactly the type of game that I want to upload. Because of course, you know, I could have done much better this game. But I just want to showcase to you, Red Kayn is a late game champion. Actually, mid-late game. He could fall off a bit late game, you could say. Because like, if the enemies have, you know, the armor penetration, the magic penetration, and the anti-heal, they could deal with you a bit more easy than the mid-game. Or I would say mid-late game. Like right now, I'm hella strong. Level 13 is probably the peak of Red Kayn. Because now you just do ridiculous damage. Your ult does ridiculous damage. And the healing is unbelievable as well. Like right here, the Garen should not have a single chance to fight me. There's no way this Garen can fight me. There's absolutely no way. I mean, look at this. Look. Boom, boom. I'm full HP. He cannot fight me. Garen can never, ever, ever, ever win a fight against me. Never. There should not be a case of Garen. Like, I can even kill him under the turret. Like, look. I'm full HP, by the way. I'm full HP. I killed the Garen with full HP. Right now, I'm doing a little bit of a bold move. I'm backporting right here. All of them are collapsing on me. They are gonna kill me if they catch me. So I just backported in the middle of that bush. Because I knew they would go behind the turret thinking I would run away. But sometimes it's better to remain in place and just backport. It gives you sometimes a better chance to just go back. So I just killed the Garen and I escaped. Nice. Like, Kayn can do that. That's the thing. Kayn can just kill a Garen like that. There's really not many bruiser champions that can just kill a Garen like that, right? There really isn't. I want to remind you guys, there really aren't a lot of champions that can kill a Garen just like that. Even, like, Garen was even running away with his first ability, movement speed. You can chase him. You can chase him because you can knock him up with your second ability. And you can chase him. Again, like, Echo is not a problem to me at all. Like, this champion is not a problem. I could have ulted him here. Garen wanted to ult the bike, but he ulted me instead. So right here, keep fighting. You see, I want to keep fighting. But 5 people is maybe a little bit too much. But I'm still fighting, because, like, what the hell else am I supposed to do? I have to keep fighting. Other items that you could possibly go for on Red Kayn, by the way, is like a Randuin's Omen, for example. If the enemy has, like, heavy crit, which is going to happen a lot this patch, because, you know, we have the Yones, we have the... Oh, that's set damage, by the way. We have the Yones, we have the Yasuos that are being picked almost every game. So if you're against that, and like a crit ADC, you go for Randuin's Omen instead. You can substitute any other item for it, like... you can substitute the Death's Dance, the Starrick's Gauge, well, I wouldn't substitute the Death's Dance, but Starrick's Gauge you could substitute. The Amaranth Twin Guard you could not go for. Spirit Visage, even a Mortal Reminder you can just ditch, sorry. Like, it's really up to the game what you need to build. But I personally really love the Mortal Reminder. I do have to say that though. I really like the Mortal Reminder. Just for the additional damage you do. You're gonna do like 2 times more damage to tanks. It's actually ridiculous the difference it makes. It's really ridiculous how much difference it makes. Max Dragon is spawning. I don't really care too much because I got 1 dragon already. So like, I really don't care too much about this dragon. It's more that this dragon is gonna waste time. Because like, they have Baron. I don't want them to push with Baron. So I'm not really engaging here to take the dragon. Wait, Baron asking for Wild Rift. Making bid right now. Okay, sorry. So like, I'm mostly wasting time right here. No, I don't want the dragon. I want you guys to understand the difference. Look at it. Oh, look at that damage. Oh my god. Look at that. I'm full HP. I'm full HP. I just want you guys, I truly want you guys to understand how ridiculous this is what I'm doing right here. I'm essentially diving in like 1v4, surviving the engage from them, and I'm fighting with full HP. I'm not getting low. I'm not getting low. That's the ridiculousness of Red Kayn. And you know what the funny thing is? The tankier the opponent is, the more damage you do and the more you heal. So essentially, it is very good for me to dive on the Leona and the Garen. Here you have to stay calm and collective, smite the dragon, knock both of them up and just heal up like crazy. And she's dead. Again, they're never gonna kill me. They are never gonna kill me. I can flash to him? Never. Nyla can kill me though. She's a bit more dangerous. Because Nyla does have a lot of... I mean, look at that damage that I did back. But Nyla is a sustained damage champion. See, sustained damage can be a bit annoying. Because I feel like she does have armor penetration as well. So the type of sustained damage champions, they can be a little bit dangerous to you. Like Vayne as well, for example. Especially Vayne, because she has true damage. Yeah, I got the armor on Twin. I should be practically unkillable right here. Like, there should be no way they can kill me right now in team fights. As long as I don't mess up before the armor on Twin Guard, I should be fine. Here I got the stasis as well, and now we go for Mortal Reminder. Again, remember, more armor penetration means more damage, means more tankiness. Like, this is the funny thing. This item doesn't only give me more damage, it makes me tankier. Because it gives me more healing. This is the thought process you need to have with Kayn. And I feel like a lot of people don't think like this when they play Red Kayn. Because literally, the more damage you do, the more you heal. So getting a Mortal Reminder is not only going to increase your damage by like twice the amount on the Leona and the Garen. If you dive on the Leona and the Garen, you're going to heal up so much that the enemies are simply not going to be able to kill you. And meanwhile, you're able to absolutely destroy them. You're slicing through them. We're kind of bringing back the true damage because you're going to have like 50% armor penetration against them, you know what I mean? So it's very, very insane the damage you'll do to the tanks. Ooh, this is a bit problematic. The only reason I didn't take that fight is because Nyla was there. If Nyla was not there, I would have taken the fight. But again, you need to respect sustained damage. Ooh, I have a stasis. Look, I have a stasis, but my team was not really here, so I didn't fully engage. Now I have my armor on Twin Guard, so now it's a different story. I could actually, like you can see now I'm being way more aggressive now. Now I don't have it anymore. So I need to be a bit careful. Get it up. I could have stasis the Garen ultimate. To be fair, I probably should have. This is a good stasis, by the way. Knocking all of them up. Oh, I could have played that much better. So I could have stasis the Garen ultimate, which would have saved my Sterox gauge. But you know what? This was still okay. Because the enemies literally used everything on me. They used Nyla ult, they used Garen ult, they used Leona ult just to kill me. I'm sure they even used more than that. Because of that, my team was able to just win the fight. Now they won it in a 4v5, but all of the enemies were low HP. They had no abilities. They used flashes, everything to kill me. So like that's also a good way to fight as a Kayn. Like I did a good job. Even though I died, I did my job that fight. I did my job. All of them used their abilities on me. I did my job. And that's what you can do as a red Kayn as well. You just make the enemies waste everything on you. And if you play it even better than I did last fight, you can even survive and carry the fight. So like I could have played it much, much better. Because my ult was not very good. And my stasis was like not very good. I could have stasis the Garen ult. It would have really made a huge difference if I did that. To be honest, I just didn't expect a Garen to ult me when I was at nearly half HP. I really didn't see it coming. What can I say? Like, I really, really did not see it coming. This Jinx actually tried to steal it, which is pretty funny. I don't know why she tried to steal the red buff. Yeah, Echo, like again, Echo cannot do anything into our comp. He can only dive the Zeri or the Jinx, but besides that, he cannot do anything. I should fight. I shouldn't go for the dragon and ignore them. Like again, the whole thing about Kayn is fighting. You want to fight. I can secure it though with my smite. Because their jungler was not here. I'm trying to get some kills here, but like my Jinx is just finishing them off. Because Jinx with Elder Dragon and her passive activated is a little bit broken, what can I say? I really wanted to get the Mortal Reminder. I know we can finish the game here. But to be fair, actually, can we finish it? Yeah, we could have probably finished it in top lane. Oh yeah, we could have finished it top lane. But I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I remember in this game, I was thinking like, I just want to see how much damage I do with the Mortal Reminder. So I kind of pretended. I just went for the Baron. Like I didn't even ping anything because I knew in top lane we could have ended the game. Even in mid lane we could have ended the game. But to be fair, I just wanted to see. I'm taking the red buff and then I'm probably, even though I should of course push with my team, I think I'm gonna backport just to get that stupid Mortal Reminder. Am I? Yeah. So you see, I remember. Of course this is not the right call, but I kind of secretly hoped my team would die here just so I could play the Mortal Reminder fight. Let's see what actually happens. Like I was genuinely hoping they would lose this fight. Look at that healing. 21.4% maximum HP. But they ended the game. It is fine. But you can imagine what would have happened if I team fighted with this. So let's take a look at how much damage I did and how much I tanked and how much I healed. I hope I showed how much I healed actually. I really do. I was not challenger here, by the way. Zeri got MVP? I did a lot of damage. I tanked quite a lot as well. And this is the healing. Almost 10,000 healing, guys. Almost 10k. This is all self-heal, by the way. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye-bye.